Hey, it's Julie here from Do Business Like a Woman, and I'm just hopping on today to talk to you about why now is your time and where you can find clients. And I have to admit, I've just been out walking the dog and I've got crazy hair, and that's just the way that it goes sometimes in business. I'm sure you can relate. So hello, if you don't know me, I'm Julie, and it's my mission to help you get a steady stream of high-paying one-to-one clients in your business, because I believe that right now our world is hurting and you need to be out there connecting with your clients on mission. And it's my job to support you as a female entrepreneur to find those clients. So if that sounds good to you, you are in the right place, and give me a hello. Let me know who's here. Drop your name, where you are tuning in from in the comments below, and let's have this conversation. So I've been chatting to a lot of female entrepreneurs recently, and what I am hearing is that now more than ever, we are craving authenticity. We are craving real connection, and it's not about necessarily being coached by some of the gurus or the big coaches out there. So I believe that it is the time of the heart-centered female entrepreneur, and I believe it's your time. And it's no good you playing small, because that doesn't serve the world. If you know what I'm talking about, leave me a comment. You need to be out there connecting with your clients. You need to be earning decent money, right? I support my clients to earn 10K months, 12K months. A client got a 13K week the other day. So, because I know when you are well resourced, you are going to be out there making a difference. And I believe that when female entrepreneurs, when we have money, we do really good things with our money. Do you agree? If you agree, put a little comment saying agree in the comments. You know, I know that you will use that money for charity, for philanthropy, for supporting causes, for buying organic food, natural products, really supporting those companies that are doing good in our world, rather than having the money be in the hands of the corporations. So that is why it is my mission to help you connect with your soul clients, because if you're not finding your clients, if you're not signing your clients, then you are not able to make that difference that you came here to make, that your soul is really here to make. And so that's what I'm going to talk about today is, well, how do you find these clients, and how do you get them to see you above all the noise that is currently online right now? So who this is for is really service-based female entrepreneurs and coaches who are interested in working with premium clients. So high-end clients, right? You need to be up for charging at least a couple of £1,000 for your services, for your packages. If that's you, then definitely this is the video for you. And so people come to me all the time and they ask me, Julie, where do I find the clients? Help me find my clients. I can't find my clients. And I always have to laugh a little bit, because it's the wrong question. And I used to ask it too, right? I used to say, where do I find these clients? And in my head, it was like, where are these people hiding? Where are my clients? It's the wrong question. Here's why. Your clients are everywhere. Your clients are everywhere. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they're at networking meetings, they're at the line in Starbucks, right? They are everywhere. But what we really mean when we say, where do I find my clients? What it tells me is that your messaging isn't yet strong enough that has you stand out. You're not being visible enough so that your clients can see you, because your clients are everywhere. They're all over Facebook already. So what you need, the question you actually need to ask is, how do I have such a compelling message that my people see me online or in person, and they know that they need to come and work with me, and they view me as a must-have rather than a nice-to-have? That is the correct question. And when we're starting from there, then we're starting from the right place, and that's where I can help you. Because like, here's the truth. There might be certain places that your clients congregate for sure. But first up, you need to be clear on exactly who it is you help. Now, I know we've all had the client avatar conversation before. We've all had the target market conversation before. But this goes beyond that. This is beyond like, hi Jara, good to see you. This is beyond, oh, well, my person is like a woman in her 40s who's struggling and she's lost her way and she wants to find herself again. That's way too vague. Like, no one is ever going to buy that. No one's going to whip out their credit card and buy that. So what you need to know is, who is this person that you are here to serve? What does she believe? What does she care about in her heart of hearts? What differentiates her from everyone else out there? What does she read, or he? What do they read? What causes do they care about? What do they drink? What do they think? And most importantly, what is the big problem that you help them solve specifically? You can't be vague around this. To say, oh, you know, I help people get transformation when they've lost their way. No one knows what that is. No one's going to pay you for that. People will pay you for health, as in like weight loss and getting healthy, relationship, like help me find the love of my life, and money, help me make more money. They're the three things people will pay you for. And what we do is we say, oh, well, you know, I want to help women with self-love, or I want to help with confidence. No one buys that. Now, that might be the way that you work with someone. That might be part of what differentiates you from everyone else in your niche. But that is not why someone pays you. You have to meet them where they're at. They have to understand first and foremost, and this is only the first thing, but they have to understand the problem that you solve. And it doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it needs to be simple. A 5-year-old needs to understand. If you're telling me, if I ask you, what problem do you solve? And you give me this convoluted answer about transformation, and it's like 50 foot up in the air and it's kind of cloudy, and no one gets that. If you could explain it to a 5-year-old and they get it, then you're on track, right? So for example, I help female entrepreneurs get all the clients they want in their business, specifically a steady stream of high-paying one-to-one clients, right? It's clear what problem I solve. And it's in the category of helping people make money, so people pay me for it. You have to be that clear. Now, what else helps you stand out online and differentiates you? Now, this is all the pieces about you that are unique, and about the way that you connect with your people that are unique. So for example, my business is called Do Business Like a Woman. That means that we do business in a really different way. And I set out to answer the question, can we do business in a more pleasurable way? Can we really bring feminine energy into this and enjoy the process and create thriving businesses while being healthy, while having families, while having lives? And the answer is yes. We do not have to burn out and sacrifice our health in order to create a thriving, profitable business. But that's what it means to do business like a woman. And we simplify. And we focus, we get rid of all the extra things that you're doing that you don't need to be doing, that are not client generating activities. And we get you focused on only the client generating activities. We simplify. And that's especially important right now for like mamas at home, homeschooling. You don't have time. So they need just the simple time-saving activities to focus on and get rid of everything else. You know, we don't do hustle. I don't do hustle. That's not how I work. That doesn't feel good. And so it really is about like what differentiates you in your business and the way that you help people. So there will be something in the way that you do things that is different to everyone else, something in the way that you connect and that you make your offering, but you still have to be clear on that problem that you solve. So who is clear on the problem that they solve? Put a comment in and let us know what is the problem that you solve in your business. Now I'm going to take a sip of water while you do that. And if you're just coming on, give a hashtag replay, those that are watching the replay. And those that are just coming on, hi, I'm Julie. I help you get a steady stream of high-paying one-to-one clients in your business. And we were just talking about what differentiates you online and how to really stand out above the noise so that your clients see you as a must-have and not a nice-to-have. And I was talking about you have to know your one main problem that you solve, and you have to know your people. You have to know who you're talking to. When you know those two things, and you get really good at creating content. Now, this is not about churning out content. This is about how do you stop the scroll? When someone's scrolling through Facebook or Instagram, how do you stop that scroll? And if you know your person inside and out, and you can have a really attention-grabbing headline, you know, we're not talking, let me give you an example. Earlier on, I was looking with a client at some of her posts, and she's a pain specialist, and she had something like, do you have back pain? And I was just like, wow, that's a super boring headline, right? Let's jazz that up a bit. So then we were like, all right, what about if it is, you know, she was curled over on the floor in pain again, and this is how we solve it. Right? Much more attention grabbing. You've got to know your people. You've got to understand what will stop the scroll. Another example could be how to get your kids to do their homework every single time, right? Because a lot of parents are homeschooling right now. All they want is for their kids to sit down quietly and do the frigging homework. So you put a headline like that in front of them, and you're a parenting coach, and you're going to stop the scroll. So, you know, another example, what I wish I'd known in my first year in business before I made six figures, right? Anyone that's wanting to make six figures, they're going to stop and look at that. So really think about your people, the message they want to hear, and how can you be interesting? How can you stop that scroll? Then right under the headline, we want to have a story, right? And we want to go in at the most dramatic point. So back to my example with the pain strategist, pain-free expert, you know, she could say like, Sarah was curled on the floor in pain again, feeling sick, right? And she didn't think there was a solution, but I want you to know there is a solution. And then you go right into telling them about your thing and change how they think, right? You've got to get them out of that chronic kind of pain that they're just used to, and like change their way of thinking so that they actually connect with you and they want to consume your stuff. That is how you start to stand out above the noise online. When you do that, your clients will actually start to gravitate towards you. Now, you need somewhere that you can capture your leads. And a Facebook group is a really fantastic place for this. So I love a Facebook group. You can also do it on Instagram. You also can be building your Facebook, your email list at the same time. If you have a Facebook list, if you have a Facebook group, make sure you utilize the questions for people to get in your group, and you can invite them to your email list and be building your email list at the same time. But you need to be doing lead gen every single day to bring those new people into the group, and then creating the content in the way that I've taught you. And this is how you find your clients. Here's another tip. When you know your people inside and out, what they have for breakfast, what they drink, what they think day to day, and what they want right now, you know which influencers they follow, don't you? And if you don't, that's your job, right? And make a list. Russell Brunson calls it the top 100, but you don't even need 100. You can have 10 to start with. But make a list of influencers who your ideal client follows. And then you can go on Instagram, you can follow their followers and invite them into your Facebook group. Connect with them, send them a DM. That is how you find your clients, right? Who's following me? Like if you're getting something from this, leave a comment, give the video a heart, give it a like. But really, it is about being proactive. You know, and I put my hands up. I used to do this. I used to sit back and put a few posts on Facebook, and I thought I was doing all the right things, but then I was like, why are no clients coming? And where do I find these people? As if there was some place that all my clients were magically just gonna be like in a box waiting for me or something. It's like, no, it's your job to go out there and be super visible and be sharing your message in such a compelling way that your people are drawn to you. And by the way, Facebook can be one big giant funnel for you in your business. You can be making friends with people who fit your client avatar and curating your friends list and then going live on your profile and doing client attractive posts and actually having people DM you. How good would that feel, right? We don't have to sit back passively and wait. This is what it means to do business. Right? This is what it means to genuinely connect with people. And look, it's not about jumping into the DMs and trying to sell them something straight away. Hell no, that's horrible. Who's ever had that experience and how did it feel? I know I don't like it. You don't want to do that. That comes across as desperate, right? But what we want to do is open that relationship, be genuinely curious about the person, the human being on the other end, and invite them, have a conversation with them. Friendly, how's your week going? I see that we have some mutual friends. Really good to connect with you. And just have a conversation, and this might be over a few weeks, right? Before it's even appropriate for you to invite them to a sales call with you. So we do it too fast sometimes, and we want like these instant results, and that is not how business works. Business is built on relationships. Business is about numbers, and it's about people. And if you do those two things, you're generating the numbers and you're connecting with people, you are golden. But treat your business like a business, not a hobby, right? Are you going to be a CEO boss lady, or are you just going to dabble? And if you want to dabble, that's fine. I've certainly been there in the past in my journey, but it was only when I decided and made that decision within me to take my business seriously and take myself less seriously, so that allowed me to be visible. Even with my frizzy hair, even with my non-perfect self, I don't care, because I'm more interested in helping people than I am in looking perfect, right? Same for you. If you find it hard to be visible, just put your desire to help people above your fear of what you're going to look like, what people are going to think of you, whatever, who cares, right? We have to get over that as CEO boss ladies. But when I made that decision in myself, that I was going to be the CEO in my own business, I started showing up in a really different way and really coming from my own power, right? You can do the same, but it starts with a decision. Get clear on your message. Be willing to be uncomfortable. Everything you want is outside of your comfort zone. Really good to see some of you here. Say hello. Let me know who's here. I'm Julie. I help you get clients. Let me know who's here watching. Give me a little comment. Where are you from? Do you serve high-end clients? What are your goals this month? Are you looking for 10K month? 20K month? What are you creating? I'd love to connect with you. Alrighty, so it is your job to be visible. It is your job to show up as the CEO. It is your job to connect with your people and to present the message in such a way that is compelling for them. That's on you. That's on me to do it in my business, right? So what questions do you have? I'm going to invite you over to my group, Do Business Like a Woman, Female Entrepreneurs and Coaches, Get Clients Now. It is opportunities for networking. It is opportunities for promoting your business. It's really set up to help you get a steady stream of clients. We have the step-by-step Warrioress Framework to get high-end clients in your business. This is not about feast and famine, right? This is not about a client here and there. We're so over that. This is about a system, a process that you can follow that is proven, that will bring you those 10K months, that will help getting you serve the people that you are meant to serve, right? Making the bigger impact in the world. Hi, Jara. So good to see you from Germany. Yeah, you're already in our group as well, I know. Really good to see you here. But come over, ladies, because we have a great time over there. It really is, the group is set up to support you in your mission, to get you in front of the right people, to help build your audience, and to help connect you with people. So Jara says she doesn't know how to get her message very clear. Yeah, Jara, so it really is, you got to start with what's the main problem that you solve, and then who's it for. So can you put those two things in the comments? Even if it's not clear yet, just give us what you've got for now, and then I can work with you on it. So who is it that you want to help? Who is it in your heart to help? And what is the problem that you solve? And then we'll start from there, and we'll look to get it clear. Vanessa, good to see you. She says, hello, thank you for your advice. Vanessa from Augusta, Georgia, and you're the beginner of Redstone Elegance Boutique, and you still got work to do. I love the name, it sounds really beautiful. So what do you sell in your boutique? And really, who's it for? You know, who are the clients that you desire to serve? Okay, I'm just trying to like catch up with the comments. So Natalia says, hi, great to meet you. Great to meet you too, Natalia. Can you type in your women's group is called? I will, yeah. I meant to put it in the description, and then I didn't have time to get all organized, but I will definitely put that in the comments for you. It's called Female Entrepreneurs and Coaches Get Clients Now, Do Business Like a Woman, but I'll definitely put that in the comments for you. Jara says, at the moment, I say I help women overcome limiting beliefs and blockages so that they can step into their power. Yeah, so too vague, Jarrett. Great start, and I love that you've made this start, and it is too vague because no one pays to overcome blockages so they can step into their power. Here's why, and it sounds really good, doesn't it? But here's why. It comes back to people pay for those three areas, right? Health and losing weight, finding their love partner, and making money. That's what people pay for very broadly. So when we say we help them step into their power with what? For what result? It's not tangible enough. Here's how I know. No one wakes up in the middle of the night thinking, oh my God, I'm so worried, I really need to step into my power. It just doesn't happen. They wake up in the middle of the night thinking, how the heck am I going to pay my bills? I need to make more money. Or, how do I find the love of my life? Why can I not find them? Why can other people have this relationship and I can't? Or, how the hell do I lose weight? Or how the hell do I get healthy? They're the problems they're thinking about. So you have to meet them where they're at. So out of those three areas, Jara, which one do you desire to help with? That's the starting point. And then absolutely, if part of your process is to overcome limiting beliefs and help them get in their power, perfect. That's your process. That's what you do. But what problem are you solving? What is the result that they will get? Okay, good work. You're a hypnotist and an RRT practitioner. Great. So I would still focus in on a niche in one of those three areas that I've told you to specialize in. It will be a lot easier for you to get clients. And also really think about, like, where do your people congregate? Like, what influencers do they follow? And then go on Instagram, follow that influencer and start connecting with some of those people. You know, it's funny, I was saying to a client earlier, and I've got to watch the time, but I was saying to a client earlier, with this kind of thing, with lead gen, which is what this is, you just have to get into momentum. Like, we can sit here and think about it and overthink it and try and plan it out until we're blue in the face. But the very best thing you can do is just go over and start connecting with some people, whether that's on Facebook or whether it's on Instagram. Start connecting and inviting some of these people into your sphere, whether that's a Facebook group you have, whether it's connecting on Instagram. And as you do that, you will start to get feedback about the type of person that you're meant to support and the influencers they follow and where to find them. But it's only from that place of being in motion and momentum that we actually get that feedback. Does that make sense? So that's what I recommend you do. You're welcome. So I think it's probably time to wrap it up. Yeah, pretty much. But I will put the link to my group. Hi Melanie, good to see you. Hi Mel. I'll put the link to my group in the comments so that those of you that want to can come over and join us. We just hit 1,000 members the other day, which is super. So I'm really excited to have you come join us. And yeah, really supportive community. As I say, it's set up to help you grow. There are opportunities for you to promote your service and connect with clients. We have a step-by-step Warrioress framework for connecting you with high-paying clients. And I do targeted training every week as well to help you with that. So it's really for you if you're ready for that steady stream of clients into your business and you're done with the feast and famine. So Vanessa says, yes, she's trying to overcome her insecurities of herself so she can go and live and promote her business. Absolutely, Vanessa. It's a really good point. When I first launched my business 7 years ago, I was in a very different place and it failed ultimately. I was launched as a coach and I ended up going through a divorce, back in my parents' spare bedroom in my 30s, in their tiny spare bedroom, mountains of debt. And I went back and got a job, you know, entrepreneur's worst nightmare. And it was kind of humiliating and it was a low point. But I relaunched again. And this was like 5 years ago, and I very quickly had a full schedule of clients, and I've been able to sustain that. So I asked myself, what was the difference between the first time and the second time? And here's what it was. The first time I was not landed in my own power. So I was trying to create this business, but I was copying what I saw out there and gurus and what looked good, rather than being really connected internally and what was supposed to come through me and what was my own dharma. And so I did a lot of personal development work. And then when I relaunched my business, it really was from an internal place of like, what wants to come through me? And what am I here to do? You know, spiritually, who am I here to help? When you come from that place, it's very powerful. And that's why step 1 in the Warrioress Framework, which I teach, is land in your power, claim your confidence, get visible. And notice I said claim. I didn't say like your confidence just finds you. It's a decision, right? And we work with the archetypes. So you may have heard of the archetypes. It's like, we all have shadow archetypes, which are our disempowered archetypes, and we have power archetypes, and they tend to go in pairs, right? But some of the disempowered archetypes are like the child, the prostitute, the saboteur, and the victim. And we all have these in our psyche, right? We all have them. For me, I was coming from victim, and that will never work in your business. I've had clients who are coming from child energy and they're getting on sales calls, and of course that isn't working. But we get to use the archetypes to really explore this, and the opposite empowered archetypes are the queen, the sorceress, the warrioress, right? The lover. And so when you know your dominant pairing, for me it was victim, and the opposite of that is warrior or warrioress. So all I had to do was find my inner warrioress and channel her, and it was totally a decision, right? And now I just get to show up in my business from that warrioress place. When you do that, and believe me, you have it in you, whether the warrioress is your power archetype or whether yours is the queen or the sorceress or something else, you have that power in you. Or it might just be the divine guidance, right? The divine power, the source that we all have in us. But when you can connect to that place, that's what lets you get over your insecurities. And it's like I said at the beginning, it's just making our desire to help and serve bigger than our fear and us. And I just had to get over myself and just be like, I'm not perfect, so what? I have wonky teeth, sometimes I have frizzy hair, who cares? I want to serve my people, I'm just going to do it anyway. Just get on that Facebook Live, just do it. It's going to feel friggin' awkward the first few times, right? It's okay. We all go through it. And I really believe in divine timing. But if this is meant to be for you, then it's your dharma. You'll do it. You'll go do it. Come join us in the Do Business Like a Woman group. I can't wait to welcome some of you there. Thank you for being here with me. I hope this has been useful. If you didn't catch it from the beginning, go back and catch the replay. #replay. Give the video a like or a love. Thanks for being here with me. Love you so much. Mwah. Bye for now.